Am I the only one that didn't know this gut-wrenching Spider-Man story? This tale is not just another chapter in Spider-Man's life, it is a pivotal moment that forever changed the character and the comic book world. Let's dive into the night Gwen Stacy died, a night that left an indelible mark on Peter Parker and his alter ego, Spider-Man. This story is not just about loss, it's about the harsh realities of being a hero and the sacrifices that come with it. Peter Parker loved Gwen Stacy. She was more than just a girlfriend, she was his confidant, his partner, and his anchor in a world that often felt chaotic and overwhelming. Their relationship was a beacon of hope for Peter, a glimpse of the normal life he yearned for amidst the chaos of his superhero duties. She was his anchor, his hope for a normal life. Gwen represented everything Peter wanted but often felt he couldn't have. Their moments together were filled with genuine happiness, laughter and love, making the tragedy that much more devastating. But lurking in the shadows was Norman Osborn, transformed into the menacing Green Goblin. Osborn was not just any villain, he was one of Spider-Man's most formidable foes, a man whose brilliance was matched only by his madness. His transformation into the Green Goblin was a descent into darkness, driven by a twisted sense of vengeance and power. With his memory of Spider-Man's true identity restored, Osborn was out for revenge. This revelation was a ticking time bomb, setting the stage for a confrontation that would have devastating consequences. Osborn's knowledge of Peter's secret identity gave him a dangerous edge, allowing him to strike at the heart of Spider-Man's world. In a tragic turn of events, the Green Goblin kidnaps Gwen and takes her to the George Washington Bridge. This act was not just a kidnapping, it was a calculated move to break Spider-Man emotionally and psychologically. The bridge, a symbol of connection and hope, became the backdrop for one of the most heart-wrenching moments in comic book history. Spider-Man arrives, but it's too late. The sight of Gwen in the clutches of the Green Goblin filled Peter with a sense of dread and helplessness. Despite his superhuman abilities, he was faced with a situation that seemed impossible to resolve without dire consequences. The Goblin throws Gwen off the bridge, and in a desperate attempt to save her, Spider-Man shoots a web to catch her. This moment was a race against time, a desperate bid to save the woman he loved. The web, a symbol of Spider-Man's power and ingenuity, became a double-edged sword in this tragic scenario. Tragically, the sudden stop causes Gwen's neck to snap. This moment is seared into the minds of comic book fans, a brutal reminder of the fragility of life and the limits of even the greatest heroes. The sound of the snap was not just the breaking of Gwen's neck, but the shattering of Peter's heart and spirit. Peter pulls her up, only to realize that she is gone. The weight of her lifeless body in his arms was a crushing blow, a moment of profound grief and guilt. Peter's mind raced with thoughts of what he could have done differently, each one a dagger to his already broken heart. Devastated and enraged, Spider-Man confronts the Green Goblin. This confrontation was not just a battle between hero and villain, it was a clash of ideologies, a fight for justice and retribution. Peter's anger was a raw, unfiltered response to the loss of Gwen, driving him to the brink of his own moral boundaries. The battle is fierce, and in the end the Goblin meets his own demise. The death of the Green Goblin was a hollow victory for Peter, a moment that brought no solace or closure. It was a stark reminder that even the defeat of a great evil could not undo the pain and loss he had suffered. This story marked a turning point for Spider-Man. It was a moment of profound change, a loss of innocence that would shape his actions and decisions for years to come. The death of Gwen Stacy was a catalyst for Peter's growth, forcing him to confront the harsh realities of his dual life. It was a harsh reminder of the dangers of his double life and the heavy burden of being a hero. The balance between Peter Parker and Spider-Man became even more precarious, each identity pulling him in different directions. The weight of his responsibilities as Spider-Man was now compounded by the personal loss he had endured. Gwen's death left an indelible mark on Peter Parker, shaping the hero he would become. Her memory became a driving force in his quest for justice, a reminder of the stakes involved in his fight against evil. Peter's resolve was strengthened, but so was his understanding of the cost of being a hero. The night Gwen Stacy died remains one of the most significant and emotional stories in comic book history. It is a story that resonates with readers, a poignant reminder of the human side of superheroes. The impact of Gwen's death is felt not just by Peter Parker, but by the entire comic book community. It reminds us that even heroes face unimaginable losses, and their strength lies in their ability to keep moving forward. Spider-Man's journey is a testament to resilience, a story of rising from the ashes of tragedy to continue the fight for justice. Peter's ability to persevere in the face of such profound loss is what makes him a true hero. Thank you for joining us. This story is a powerful example of the depth and complexity of comic book narratives, a reminder that these tales are more than just entertainment. They are reflections of our own struggles and triumphs. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more deep dives into the world of comics. Stay tuned for more stories that explore the heart and soul of our favorite heroes and the worlds they inhabit.